All right, Tier 4 of Ford Shelby GT500 Championship. And this is one of those rare occasions where this tier, 25% completion tier, is doable without any gold upgrades. For those of you guys who's been playing this game for a while, you know they usually place Tier 4 Cup PR just like typically like zero point 0.1 or 0.2 PR point higher than what you can do with the racing dollar upgrades alone, but that is not the case. So even if you cannot afford to spend 250 gold to complete the event and win the car, I would say still, I mean, this is spending like 369,900 racing dollars, which is pretty easy to get that amount. To convert that essentially to 5 gold, and you actually get to race this fine Mustang, which is, you know, I mean, that's what the game's about, right? Racing different cars. So, okay, enough of me yapping. Let's hop in, and here, let's try to put on the new vinyl from the Day of the Dead time trial event, which you don't actually have to, you know, score some spectacular score like, you know, I totally bombed that one in my previous video, but as you can see, how well you did does not matter. You still are going to get this fun little livery, which is cool. And yeah, so let's take it out for a spin here. It's going to be Silverstone Grand Prix for this elimination. So of course we have to survive for what, 2 minutes 20 seconds? Right, 7 opponents that we need to survive, since there are 8 cars in the grid, including myself. So that's 20 seconds per elimination, so 140 seconds. So 2 minutes 20 seconds, right? All right. Running in critical condition definitely leaves quite a bit of performance to be desired. I need to brake a little bit earlier than how we brake for Formula 1 cars here. There we go. Heading down Wellington. Here comes Luffield. I wouldn't dare taking cops flat out in this car. But looks like you can carry about maybe 180 kilometers per hour. So what does that convert out to be? Maybe around slightly over 100 miles per hour. Since I am still using metric here. Which is always a little funny to see American muscle car speed measured in metric. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Old Camaro that I used to own had a speedometer that actually showed both, like, you know, it was one of those two-sided speedometer. So if I remember correctly, on the left side it had miles per hour going from 0 to I think it showed only up to like 85 or 90 or something like that. Car obviously was able to go beyond that, but that's all you can see. So if you got pulled over doing higher than that, then your guess is as good as anybody else's. Can't argue with the cop if they hand you the ticket for whatever that you were doing. Since your car's not going to tell you. And on the same needle, the speedometer needle on the right side, it will show the metric kilometers per hour. One of those. So on the metric side, the 0 is at the top and the higher speed is at the bottom, which is always kind of funny to see. But yeah, so yes. Point being, metric is fine, even for American muscle cars. All right, look at that. Two fun, very themed liveries here. And can we actually score the win with minimal upgrades? And okay, maybe this is going to require me to service the car or something, because without any gold upgrades and with only racing dollar upgrades alone and in critical condition, this is perhaps going to be a little bit tighter race than I had anticipated. So early on, only tier 4, come on. Alright, let's time these shifts a little bit more carefully. I was being a little sloppy earlier, but in gear 6 I just don't have enough. Yeah, gear 6 is where I lose. I guess this is one of those rare occasions where the fact that apparently this drag race strip is long enough that you get to push the car up to the 6th gear in this one, and that's where I'm losing. Up to 5th gear, I am pulling ahead. Late, perfect. Another perfect shift. Another perfect shift, but there it goes. I cannot keep up. Alright, so you know what? I'll service the car, watch a few ads, and then we'll resume afterwards. So hang on just a second. Let's put it in for service, and yeah, I'm gonna pause the video. I'll return in a moment. All right, and I am back after some 6 ads. Actually, it was just the same ad 6 times, all Lexus. So, all right, now that the car has been serviced, let's give it another go, see how this goes. I could upgrade the car, because I'm gonna have to do that anyway before, the end of this event. But I am doing this simply to, I guess, demonstrate that you can win those 5 precious gold coins with racing dollar upgrades only in this event. And with a serviced car, this should be a piece of cake, even with some sloppy shifting. And as always, crossing that finish line in neutral. Why? I don't know. Why not? It's fun. Okay, take that, buddy. Excuse me. Let's move on to the next opponent. JKR. Whoa. Here, let's hop inside the car and check out the gear shift from inside the driver's seat or something. Now these cars all have pedal shifters, so it's not like you're, you know, actually operating a stick. You know what I mean? And we're off. I'm trying to shift looking at the bar in the dash. A little trickier. Since on my phone screen, a little harder to see. At least that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Alright, and of course, today's daily bonus was 100% fame, the double fame. So now I am level higher than how I completed the last tier of this event, with some extra 52 gold added to the bank here. And the cup, 3-lap Berlin Circuit Cup, PR 50.5 required, and with the tier 1 racing dollar upgrades alone, you can do this. PR 51.5. So it should be a pretty easy 3 laps, especially considering that I've been mostly running this event up till this point unserviced. Of course, there is that 3-hour instant service window that I have yet to activate, actually. As I was saying, I have to find like a good 3-hour window where I can play the game continuously. I feel like, to take advantage of it. So I'm just kind of waiting on that one for my schedule to clear out a little bit. You know, Halloween and all. Even with the current 2020 situation, always easy finding time. Anyway, sounds so much better in cockpit view. I highly recommend some of these, like definitely these American muscle cars sound like you know, Dodge and Camaros, and even, well, I guess, you know, if you think about like NASCAR, which the special event should be starting soon, like in a matter of day or two, because I've had a lot of you guys asking about like, why can I not access the NASCAR this year? Well, that's pretty typical. They don't allow access until the special event is open. So you cannot even buy them until the end of special event release, when you can, if you don't want to win it. But obviously you want to try to win, because it'll cost you less and your car will have essentially more upgrades or more tunings. In this case, you will win tuning setup, the new format, right? I so miss drafting. Alright, final lap, and we are on to P2, just chasing down the Brunson Guthrie or something like that. Leader of the pack. And are we encountering a slow traffic up ahead? Whoops. A little bit of contact there. Cracked my windshield. Alright, it's time to make my move. I'll take it from the inside, which probably might have been a mistake, but hey, if we are both making mistakes, I suppose we're even. Oh, that was a wide window I allowed on the inside. Nice. I like Berlin circuit. I know. Narrow street circuits. But I don't necessarily, I mean, New York, I am terrible at it. What's with these American circuits? I am terrible at Daytona. I'm terrible at New York. Laguna Seca, I like to think I'm okay at it. At least I'm not as intimidated if I have to run some challenging goals there. But Daytona and New York, those two circuits are tough. I feel like for Formula E circuit, I think Berlin is a lot more manageable. And Hong Kong, I don't know. I think Hong Kong's fun. Anyway, let's pick up those precious 5 gold coins and 25,000 racing dollars for the 25% completion. Right. So there we go. That's sort of the Act 1 of 4-act event here, limited time series. So we'll continue on with the Tier 5 in the next video. So stay tuned for that, and we'll catch you guys then. All right, thanks for watching.